What's going on, people? I know this is a video I wanted to do a while ago, but the trend, I guess the challenge. I don't know how if people are still doing it, but the accent tag challenge that was on YouTube way back in the day. I don't know if people are doing it on TikTok and shit like that, but yeah. So before I get started, this is coming from someone that lives in Southwest Connecticut. I've lived and worked upstate Connecticut, which is like the northern part, mostly the northwestern part. So, you know, I, they pronounce stuff a little bit differently. So this is coming from somebody from Southwest Connecticut. So I don't want nobody from Connecticut like, I don't talk like that. Well, that's because you're from the middle of nowhere and you probably went to private school. I don't know. I went to public school. I wasn't rich like you. I ain't from Greenwich. All right. My phone is slipping and falling and can't get up. So we're gonna start off on the list. Aunt, I say aunt. I don't say aunt. It's aunt. Roof, root. Some people say route, but I say route. Route 8. When you say Route 8, I kind of say it like it won't Route 8, Route 9, or whatever. Theater, iron, salmon, caramel, fire, water, New Orleans, pecan. I think people from upstate say pecan or some shit, but I say pecan. Both. Again, probably. Alabama, lawyer, coupon. I've always said coupon. Some people say coupon, but it just comes naturally to me. Coupon. Mayonnaise, pajamas, pajamas. I don't know. Pajamas. Maybe some other. I don't know. Caught, like you got caught. Naturally, aluminum, doorknob, envelope. That's another thing. I think I've heard some people say envelope. I don't know if that's a generational thing or whatever. Envelope, nucleus, washing, wash, oil, tomato, where, often, greasy, Columbus, Minnesota, police, ask, pen, bag, not bag. This ain't the Midwest. Mary, and Mary. Merry Christmas. I want to get married, and then Aunt Mary, and I do have an Aunt Mary. I think there was a couple questions. Oil. It's oil. Talk. I know that's another thing. Some people are gonna. I've met people from upstate Connecticut where I've worked, and some words is like Midwestish. They'll say talk, or like it's like talk, not talk. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. Again, before I continue, I've seen a lot of people say this, even people from Connecticut too. Oh, we don't have an accent. Speak for yourself. You're probably from the middle of nowhere. You're probably from like a nice part of Connecticut where you went to private school or you went to a school where it was like, you know what I mean? I went to public schools, you know what I'm saying? And meeting the people I've met, and every time I've traveled outside of Connecticut, okay, I'm pretty sure you guys get this question too, and you want to talk about when you ain't got no accent. Go down south and see where, and when you ask people the question, where do you think I'm from? They're going to automatically think New York. The way you pronounce certain words, because everybody says this from every state. I don't have an accent. Yes, you do. Everyone has one. Everyone has an accent. Let's get that through our heads. There's no such thing as I don't have an accent. Okay? I'm not a linguistics teacher, but I do love accents because I did theater, I did acting, and I love acting. I wanted to be an actor, but guess what? It's hard to get into that, right? But I love accents. I love impersonations. I love learning different things, but accents for some reason has always been something that I loved. Maybe I should have been a linguistics teacher. I don't know because, yeah, the way I love it. I don't know, but you have an accent, okay? People from Northern Connecticut, like I said, talk. Instead of car, they say car. That's not on this list too. Car should be on here. Car. I say car. Not like New York where they say car, or Boston where they say car, or but the Midwest they say car. I've heard like Chicago, maybe like Northern Ohio and shit like that, Michigan like car and talk, and that's like Midwestish shit. Um, but yeah, that's just what I gotta say. I'm from Southwest Connecticut, not from Northern Connecticut, and I'm not from Greenwich or the rich areas where they went to private school and they learned fucking like proper average English. I don't know what to tell you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you have some of these people that do these accent challenges, and not to make it, I'm Greek and I'm white, whatever, but it's always like these super white people that are from like like Beverly Hills and shit, or fucking like the part of Chicago or New York or whatever that they're from. They're like, I'm from New York City. Like, what part of New York City did you grow up in? Fucking, you must have grew up in fucking the Hamptons or some shit, because that's not a New York City accent. I sound more New York than you.